Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to World of Warships, today with the Aoba, the Tier 6 destroyer of the Imperial Japanese Navy. I unlocked that, well, actually quite some time ago, but I couldn't afford it until yesterday. So here it is, not upgraded yet, but there are only two upgrades for the ship. There is a hull upgrade that will set you back 980,000 credit, and a gunfire control system update, which will set you back 520,000. And instead of buying that when I unlocked it, I decided to buy the main battery modification to increase the loading time and the traverse speed, since these two factors are still a bit of a problem on that ship. So, still, first things first, if you compare it to its predecessor, the Furutaka on Tier 5, you will see the main thing, that the guns got faster. The Furutaka only fires 3.5 rounds per minute without any modifiers. The Aoba is back to 5.5 rounds per minute. And with the modules that I have, or with the skills that I have, do I have any loading decrease? No skill loading decrease, let's say that. So in the standard, you do around 5.5, so nearly 6 shots per minute, which means 11 or 10 seconds reload, and that is acceptable. What you get is 3 turrets with double 203mm cannons, compared to the Furutaka, which actually has the same amount of cannons, but in 6 turrets. Is that a good or a bad thing? That's debatable, since the single shots, I think, sometimes they hit a little better. With the double shots, I have the feeling you end up with, one shot hits and the other shots just goes somewhere else. 55 seconds turn rate on the Furutaka, and 36 seconds turn rate on the Aoba. You do the same amount of damage, so the guns don't really differ that much. Still, I like the ship from the only match I've done so far. I will show you that in a second. Let's just compare the rest of the stats. It does 35 knots, 710 meters rudder, turning circle, and 11 seconds rudder shifting time. 710, yeah, the rudder is slower, but the turning circle is smaller, I guess due to the wideness, although it looks rather similar from what I see. Yeah, the anti-air guns are okay, and the torpedoes have a massive 10 kilometers range. That is very, very nice. So, that's it for the quick look at the ship. Let's take a look at the replay of the game. So here we are in my first match in the Aoba. I was lucky to get into a Tier 6 match. There are 2 enemy battleships on Tier 6, 2 cruisers, and the Cleveland is a fierce fighter, you know that, if you encountered it at one point. It dished out HE in no time. And they have a Tier 6 American destroyer. We are here on Two Brothers in domination mode. I like this map. It somehow gives you the option to go through that narrow passaging if you're really brave or really stupid, or both. Or you can just sit at the end and wait to torpedo something. I just like the option of doing either thing. Yeah. Lots of people are going to D. I decide to go to A. Just because I don't like to have flanks totally uncovered. I really hope someone would come with me. And I use this Omaha to just see how quick that ship can slow down, which is very important if you want to evade torpedoes. I noticed that turning away from torpedoes and setting your speed to full backwards is quite useful when you want to evade torpedoes. Helps quite a lot. And so far, nothing's following me. Only the New Mexico over there. A is already being captured, so someone is there. I know that much. By that moment, I just hope that no destroyer randomly dropped torpedoes in that narrow passaging. I would do that. Because someone always goes through there. Me, in that case. This is me asking the team not to completely ignore that side, because there's only one cruiser now. The battleship turned away as well. And here we have an enemy Omaha, and I notice my torpedo drop area is not the biggest one. I just fired my torpedoes because maybe he's dumb enough to come after me going close to the edge of the island. Then he would drive right into it. Otherwise, suspiciously quiet around here. Over there we have the Cleveland. And there we have it, a Wyoming, a Fuso, and the destroyer on my left. And if it's not worth enough, add the Omaha to the mix. That's already a pretty fucked up situation already. Turrets still don't turn as good as you want in that situation. And I'm on fire, and I lose a third of my health. I'm just trying to get out of that point. But can't hurt to dish out some damage while you do. That's what I mean, just one hit out of 2 shells might have hit that 2 turrets. Fire's out, 50% health. And there's the Farragut basically coming straight towards me. But these guns, they do quite a lot of damage. Akimi torpedoes just got reloaded. Reload time of 1.4 seconds, and someone drove into my first batch of torpedoes. I don't even know who. Still too far away. Gets another 4 hits, all of them hit, brings him down to 2/5 of health. And the... what was it? Cleveland? Cleveland.
Torpedoes, astern!
Puts him out of his misery, and there are his torpedoes. Yeah, not even close. That is 1 of 4 down. Cleveland got first blood. I already have 1 flooding, 7 hits, 3 fires, and 1 torpedo hit. Good start. Well, I also lost half my health, but still. For holding 1 flank completely alone, that was a good start. And at that point I decided I go back through the narrowing once more. Just because it's not looking half bad, so even if I sink at that point, the rest of the team probably will still be able to wreck them all. So why not get a little bit aggressive and put some damage in? Now, no hit there. There's a second destroyer. I fire on this guy. Because if I don't put destroyers out of the water, who will? We wait another complete salvo. And I reduce speed. Just wait for a second, because there was a destroyer. And remember what I said earlier about firing and then narrowing. And here they come.
Fighter ready for takeoff.
We've driven right into them. So, time to move on. Accelerating again. And we actually got reinforcements. A New Mexico arrives. Wunderbar. And I say it's time to get the Omaha. He's worn down pretty well by now. And what a lovely reload time that ship has compared to the Furutaka. Furutaka might have the same guns, the same amount of guns, but the reload time is just so much better. It's nearly twice as much, and that really helps and increases your DPM quite a bit. And I'm pretty sure I will love the Aoba. And another 3 hits of 5? 5. And set on fire as suddenly a Kawachi appears. At 2 kilometers range, point blank, and there goes the Omaha. And on that range, with 4 torpedoes of course, Kawachi has no chance whatsoever of escaping that salvo. He evaded 1, but the rest, no chance. There's the battleship. And I think of turning around full left. To give him my second torpedo salvo. He even rams the island. Torpedoes aim. Come on, come on. And that's where the match suddenly ends. I didn't keep the capture counter in my mind. And the team captured. We won by points. 1,000 points reached. But I just would have loved to fire that salvo of torpedoes, hit him and nuke him with it, because he was stuck. He was helplessly defenseless. And that would have just been nice. So, 263,000 credits, nearly 6,000 XP, although I have to mention I think I have one of those plus 50% XP flags on it. But I still got 1,600 base XP, more than 600 more than the second on team. Not to mention the enemy team. But that was a very nice first match. 4 torpedo hits, 37 hits. 2 destroyed, 5 fires. 4 floodings, a base capture, and my sniper mission complete, which was get 4 torpedo hits in 1 match. 19,000 damage, not that much with the HE shells, 6,000 with fires, but 51,000 just with torpedoes. I think the Kawachi was really a good hit there. Damage received, blah blah, XP, blah blah. Still, what a nice first game. Thank you for watching. And have a nice day. Bye bye.